and all of a sudden I feel a nice little coarse, wet sensation going down the Gooch Road. On his way to.
Oh no!
Yeah. Hey yo, bro, you know the Heisman Trophy? You ever seen the Heisman Trophy? Hey yo, boy, I never Heisman Shawty's neck so far off me. I might have dislocated her neck.
Money in the bank, baby.
Are you visualizing yourself riding the bike?
Motorcycle, yeah, because I wouldn't get on. Yeah.
Oh, that was my next question. If you would ever.
Nah.
No.
I would love to, but I'm a chicken.
I almost did. I almost got one. After Jay got one. Jay had one, and it kind of got me into it. And then I had another boy. He had like two. He got me. He was getting me into it. So I was like,
Nah, it looked nice. It seems nice.
And then Heck has his jet skis.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, I gotta fall in line with something,
Yeah.
Jeff, you would ever get a bike?
Yeah, I'll probably get a Gixxer though.
A what?
A Gixxer?
Is that the 3-wheel one?
Nah. It's the Ninja Gixxer. You know, remember the one that Jesse had, the yellow one?
Oh, is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Gixxer.
Kawasaki Ninja Gixxer.
I don't know names like that with bikes, so yeah, beat me with that one.
That or a Hayabusa.
Hayabusa.
But I mean, a Hayabusa is like a death trap. So
Dude, I want none of that.
It handles bad, or is it too fast?
it's one of those bikes that is just like it's a straight line. You can't do like maneuvers in it. It's one of those drag bikes. So yes, I answer your question. Yes, it handles bad.
So then, here's this one. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Why buy it for personal use?
It's like okay, it's like, for example, like you want to get a BMW, but you want like an 8 Series just to have it in the garage for like your weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Hayabusa. That's like your weekend getaway. Like,
Yeah, but I can maneuver in the 8 Series.
I mean, yeah.
That little curve on 21, I could hit that in the 8 Series. In your Kawabunga or whatever you just said.
Cowabunga.
Yeah, it doesn't do well in that.
But I mean, it's just like you won't get it is because you're maybe, I guess you're not into the bikes yet, but when you get into it, then you're like,
And you're probably right. You're probably, because someone that probably doesn't do Beamers are looking at me like, why an 8 Series? Just get a 4.
right.
Like, why do you have to go so high to get a? Go get a 5. Go get a 3.
Yeah.
I get it, but if it doesn't handle, especially here in North Jersey, what are we doing not getting handle-ish types of bikes? And it's not like Houston where everything is straight lines.
Right.
Direct.
Not really, but there's a lot of you can go crazy in Houston or in Texas in general.
Yeah, you can rip it.
I mean, it's a 1,000cc bike, but it's like
Excuse me?
1,000cc. Every bike has a different cc.
No, I know what CCs are. 1,000 just
Yeah.
I know what that means.
Oh, my fault, G.
My bad.
Yeah, it's not mine. It's not my bad. But anyways, what it do, what it is, what it ain't. Welcome back to another episode of The Savages. I was about to say BES. The Savages in the Box. I am here, your fellow savage, and I'm here with my fellow savages. But I am Nefty, the man that makes fat look sexy, your favorite dad. I am here accompanied by, to my right, your favorite first baseman. Okay? Gold Glover. That was a good pass. He missed it. Everybody give a round of applause to your boy Eli, aka Mark Teixeira. To his right, our next fellow savage, the one and only Sunglass Hut Bandit, Mr. I Can't See My Eyes. Let's give a round of applause to your boy Jefferson.
Yeah.
Guys, gang, how are we feeling?
Triple H.
Triple H.
Great, man. Great weekend.
Triple H. Okay. By Triple H, he means what I usually always say. I am very glad that you guys are here, happy and healthy. And most importantly, none other than you guys, the watchers and the listeners, are also here with us. Thank you for tuning in. We truly appreciate it. If you are here, make sure you guys like the video on YouTube, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, follow it on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcast. And if you want some extra content, uncut content, head over to Patreon for an extra, or not an extra, excuse me, for a measly $4.99 to, like I said, uncut and extra content. I want to start off by letting everybody know we are recording this on Easter. So happy Easter to everybody. I hope everybody's enjoying their Easter Sunday with family, with friends, with loved ones. Everybody, while you're celebrating, please stay safe. We never know what could happen nowadays. I know that's kind of like a bummer thing to say right now, especially on Easter Sunday, but I'm just trying to make sure that everybody is safe. Before we get into our first topic, it is going to be a short podcast in my opinion. Not too much is going on except for NBA playoffs, which is going to be our first topic. I do have a question for the gang. Real quick to the both of you. All right, I'm going to set the scenario so there's no I feel that there shouldn't be any questions to clarify the situation. Okay. All right. Either one of you. Let's say that the other two. You guys have been friends. Usually people say that, the statistics say that if you have a friendship for 6+ years, it's considered to last a lifetime, okay? So for that statistic I'm going to use in this scenario, all three of us have been homies for about 7 years, okay? The both of you, being that you guys are in situations that you're in, but I'm going to add myself in it as well. We are also paired. I will use the term married. We are married with a significant other that we have been together for 5 years.
Okay.
When the time gets to a particular tough moment, who are you most loyal to?
My wife.
Okay.
I'm not gonna ask no questions, so I'm just gonna base it off that.
No, I didn't say you can't. I just try to build a scenario as best as I can so there wouldn't be any clarifying questions.
No, so like struggles within one against one another. Because if it's just like Rocky and it's gonna be my wife. Me to get married? Yeah, nah.
Well, basically what I'm saying is your wife is in a scenario that you need to make a loyal decision, but your best friend is also in a scenario where you need to make a loyal decision. Now the thing is, whatever decision you make will counteract the other. So if you are more loyal to your wife, your best friend, Gonzo.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, based on the decision, he's Gonzo?
And vice versa.
Damn, it's that bad?
This kind of goes back to the scenario. I don't know if you guys remember, but I just feel like that one, this one's a little bit tougher in my opinion. If you guys remember, we made a decision about, but at that time it was just girlfriends, or you're just dealing with someone where your girlfriend and maybe your best friend was hitting it off or whatever. I don't know if you guys remember, we asked that question. So now I heard on a podcast, and I'll name the podcast, that's okay. Shout out to the Joe Budden podcast. They had this question about a few weeks back, and Joe Budden flat out asked, who are you more loyal to, your best friend, your lifelong best friend, or your he said significant other. I'm making it tough by saying wife, because that's where it gets tough.
Yeah, it does. That's tough. That is tough. Yeah, no, I'm sticking with my decision, bro.
Jefferson.
I would say wife. Because if friendship gets rocky, it's something that you can fix. If marriage gets rocky, it's either one or the other. You fix it or you don't. So.
Well, he's in this scenario. He's saying you're losing either one.
Yeah, but they always come back.
Who?
And either one of them.
All right, let's drop that little detail. All right, because maybe that makes it almost impossible, even though you guys are making your decisions pretty easily. I agree with the both of you, and I think I only agree because the word wife.
Yeah.
Before marriage, even in, I don't know what that little engagement.
Yeah.
Even in engagement, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm probably picking my friends. Not my friends. Let me not use the word friends. My brother, my homie, my ride or die. I know you're supposed to be my ride or die, but guess what?
Them niggas.
Your significant other before marriage, there's nothing really tied to that.
Yeah.
So when the tough gets going, and unfortunately for a specific gender, it's easy for them or for any to say, this is just not for me.
Yeah.
Friendship, the thing with, or brothership, is a lot of times brothership, you can even get to a point where you don't talk for like a year and then have that talk and then we're right back to where we were.
Yeah.
It's tough to do that when it's dating. Once you get rocky and let's say you guys break up for a year, when you come back, that talk is either going to do one of two things. And unfortunately, I think regardless of the decisions or regardless of the outcome that comes out, it's still going to be tainted, right? The conversation is either going to be closure or you guys do get back together, but for both of you, there's going to be that little notion in the back of your mind, well, last year it didn't work out because XYZ.
Yeah.
Now at marriage, which I will also consider when not being married but having a kid, there is something that you're tied to. So now decisions are a little tougher because now you're not only thinking about one or two, you're thinking about three or life.
Yeah. That's different.
So, but there's not too much debate in between the three of us. I agree with the both of you. If is my wife, I'm picking wife. Sorry, boys. I love you guys. We'll get back together. We'll talk this out regardless of what it is. If she's not my wife, another one bites the dust.
Yeah. I think I'm with you on that.
Cool. Like I said, we're going to start off with the NBA playoffs. And I said earlier in the pod, we are filming on Easter Sunday. So a few games has. I don't know what word to use there. What? Anybody English major here? Has happened already, right?
Yeah.
I think that's more correct. Has happened already. Right now, we are currently watching Orlando play against Boston. So the games that has happened, has happened.
Have.
I'm having have happened.
Had happened.
Have happened.
Had happened.
HAD.
HAD.
Had happened.
That sounds.
Had happened.
They had happened.
You know what? I'm Dominican. I'm being illiteral right now. Has happened. Okay. The Thunder walked the Grizzlies out the fucking stadium or arena. Walked them. Fuck John Morant. Minnesota handily beat the Lakers.
Hand wiped.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I know it was, what was it, 21 points? I'll say handily because even though it was, no, we'll get into it.
22.
Excuse, sir. No, don't add points to it, okay?
No, it's 22.
Okay, but the scar is still fresh.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
The Clippers, unfortunately had a choke event against Denver. Okay? The Bucks look like they have no business playing against the Pacers. And the Pistons also had a choking situation against the Knicks, in my sincere opinion.
Yeah.
Guys, break it down.
I mean, which one we gonna go over first? Should we go over?
Whatever your heart desires, King.
Let's do the Knicks.
Okay.
Knicks and Pistons.
All right, Knicks and Pistons.
Yeah, man. Bro, up 9. Fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. 9 minutes left. Mm-hmm. Who would have thought they would go up and win by 15?
A 21-0 run in a, what was it, a 4-minute span? A 6-minute span?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. And I just think it was honestly the experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Knicks just turned up the defense intensity. That's really what they did. And what they did defensively, scheme-wise, was like, all right, Cade Cunningham, we're not going to allow you to get downhill, and we're going to trap. We're going to trap, and we're going to make it very difficult for you to make things happen. And guess what happened? Him trying to force things, trying to go in between and go through the screen. Yeah, no, it wasn't happening. Turnover going downhill. You got Brunson getting 6, 8 points with layups on fast breaks. You had him turning over the ball, trying to throw it across. My boy, JB, I'm talking about the Pistons coach. Bro, we got to know what we're going to do. If we're going to have Thompson or we're going to have Duren be in that middle and play 4-on-3, because they did not know what to do once they got the ball in the middle of the court. You got to be decisive. You got to be quick, especially if they're going to turn up the defense. You got to know if you're going to kick it out to Beasley. Beasley had a good game. You got
Wendell Carter is also from Duke, by the way. I forgot about that.
Yeah, totally forgot.
My bad, I cut you off.
No, yeah. But you got to know, if Beasley was hot. He was shooting it. You had Tobias Harris hot too. You had Tim Hardaway. Like, you got to know, once you get that ball in the center of the court, what we're doing. Are you going to give it to the dunker, or are you going to go out and split it open? Like, you got to know. And I think they were very stagnant. They made sure to contain Cade with those just blitzing him with the off that screen, and they did not make any adjustments off those 2 timeouts. So, like, all right, Cade, this is what you got to do if they're gonna blitz you like that. And they had no answer for that, and the Knicks took advantage. Because I'm gonna be honest, I chose the Pistons to win. But in reality, I knew that the Knicks are going to win in 5 or 6. But I knew it was going to be competitive.
Yeah.
They went shot for shot with them. And they were up 9 with 9 minutes left. You would have thought it would have came down to the wire. And just that inexperience from not being there, and Cade, his first playoff, you get this type of stagnant offense that I felt like if they had a little bit more experience, they know what to do in certain areas of the basketball court. So that's what I got to say about that. Because the Knicks didn't do anything differently offensively. Just those last 9 minutes, they made sure, hey, we're gonna hone down on defense, and that's gonna be our offense. And that's what it was. That was the ball game. Yeah. Especially with, I hate him. I hate to say hate, but Cameron Payne having 14 points in the fourth quarter also ignited that. I guess snowball effect.
That spark.
Yeah, to go ahead and really seal that deal. So that's what I got to say about the Knicks.
Yeah, well, to defend you, let me defend you real quick. You just had a hot take. Either, you just going against the grain or whatever the case may be. It's just a hot take. But sometimes we give hot takes, and that's fine. But we all know that, no offense to Detroit, we don't really see that you guys match up very well with the Knicks. So let me say it this way. We probably don't really believe that you can beat the Knicks. Now, Big E came out and said, hey, brother, I think the Pistons are going to have an upset. Hey, that's just a hot take. It is what it is. Sometimes that happens, you know what I'm saying? And hot takes are, I'm not saying they're meant to be wrong, but they're not always meant to be right. It's a hot take. That's the whole point of a hot take. So, I'm with you. We kind of did know that the Pistons, right? Now, the reason why we also know that, because then we will be in a hypocrite, because the same reason why we think that OKC's not really going to go far is what showed yesterday. Yeah. The Pistons showed that they haven't really been here consistently to have playoff experience. Wow. Not entirely the entire team, because you see, like you said, Tobias Harris did his thing. Tobias has been in the situation multiple times. Okay, dudes like Cameron Payne, they've been in the situation with Phoenix Suns, and now he's here with the Knicks. So he's gonna show, hey, I've been here. I know what this monster feels like. Pause.
Hey, yo.
Right. So there's certain players that you could kind of be like, okay, no, you understand the task. But then dudes like Cade, okay, dudes like Duren, even Malik Beasley, he's been here before, so they understand the assignment. For the rest of y'all don't know what's going on, and let me not say that. It shows that the pressure was probably too dense for y'all, okay? Now, it is game 1. Maybe you guys do figure it out for game 2. It's still in New York, so it's still going to be tough. All right, we also got to see how you guys are going to play in Detroit, because you got to defend home court. Yeah. So it's okay if you guys still end up losing game 2 in New York. Once we go back to the D, you guys got to win those 2 games.
Yeah. And I saw some things that look pretty good. Like I said, the first 3 quarters, they were going literally tick for tack.
Yeah.
And you could tell that the Knicks, with Cat and they had Robinson, you could tell that presence was honestly being felt, because they were literally grabbing boards, offensive boards, and they were making sure that we're gonna take advantage of. I'm gonna have Tobias Harris, aka Cat, having him. But Tobias is like, all right, if you're getting me this work this way, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna handle my business on that side, which he did. And my thing is, I thought it was little things, because offensively, the Knicks didn't figure it out. They just played defense better. They were more aggressive. They made sure, hey, this is what you like to do, Cade. Bet we're gonna take you out of the situation and now make it harder for everyone else. So my thing is, JB, you got to now make the adjustment. All right, they're gonna blitz them. All right, who are you gonna put in the middle to make sure it's easier for Tim and make it easier for Beasley and make it easier for Tobias to have those shots that they were knocking down.
Yeah.
So that's only my thing for game 2, because it's a simple adjustment. And I didn't see anything different from the Knicks that I haven't seen all season. So I'm not knocking my choice, but hey, game 2 is still up in the air.
Yeah, no, well, I still think you're right, but JB, I think JB needs to still be fluid, because game 1 we can give what's the coach on the New York? What's homeboy's name? Thibodeau. We can give Thibodeau some props in. He might have played the whole Cade's the superstar. We are going to lose by everybody else. Lock Cade in, right? Now, that could be maybe what they played, which I'm not saying it showed or didn't show, but Cade didn't play well, so maybe that did fall into their scheme of things. Now, what happens is, game 2, like you said, what if now Thibodeau goes, well, Tobias went off, and Cade's off because he didn't play well for game 1. Now, let's lock in Tobias and see what Cade could do. So now Cade's going to have to step up as well, and JB needs to figure that out. Oh, okay, they're switching the scheme. What we need to do now. So I'm still with you, but JB still needs to be fluid, because things change from game to game, especially when it comes to playoff time. I still agree with you as well in the sense of the Knicks. Kudos to you guys for winning game 1. I didn't see anything different, anything out of the ordinary that you guys do normally throughout the season. The only thing that literally that is going for you guys is the fact that maybe the biggest mismatch in this series is in the 4 and the 5 position. Yeah. So that's it. Like, that's really it for me. Like, I don't really see anything so out of this world that I'm like, damn, the Knicks, they went to gear 5. Nah, it's just, they got nothing for Cat. They got nothing for Mitchell in certain situations, and unfortunately, it is what it is. We're just going to have to see game 2.
You got to beat him with offense.
We just got to see it with game 2.
Yeah.
Jeff, anything in this matchup? No? Bucks and Pacers. We'll stay in the East.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I watched the game. Giannis had 35. The rest of the team didn't show up. You had Kyle Kuzma didn't 0 across the board. I just think the overall Pacers are better.
I don't know if it's true, but I seen a Middleton tweet again. Don't quote me on this, because I don't know how true this is, but the tweet literally goes, so someone said, "Oh, we want Kuzma." Got it.
It's foul, but again, you can't have your starting 5 have shoot abysmal and have your best player go for 35, which I feel like is going to be all season. We don't know how Dame is going to be.
Yeah,
I know he's gonna try to go out there and do his best, but we just don't know how healthy he is. So it's gonna be his first game back, obviously with the blood clot. You got to make sure if he's physically conditioned to go ahead and play in these conditions in the playoffs. That's one. I really don't have nothing else. I really think the Pacers are the better team. I can see them advancing in 5 or 6.
Jeff, before I say what I say, you want to say anything about this matchup?
No, I mean I just see defeat. I mean Milwaukee's bench outscored their starting 5, except for Giannis.
Yeah.
Yucky.
Yeah.
You have Gary with 14, Kevin with 12, and AJ with 15. While the other ones have 0, 0, 9, and 5.
Yeah. No, it was gross, bro. And shooting percentage was even worse.
They weren't ready to play in the playoffs. They're probably not even ready to play in the playoffs.
That's why we always say, when we have certain conversations about certain teams, these stats is cute. Cleveland, it's cute. Oklahoma City, regardless that you just walk the Grizzlies out the arena, it's cute. But when it comes to the play, Aaron Judge, it's cute. But when it comes to the playoffs,
Different beat.
I don't want cute. Get tough. All right? And those little cute stats you guys have, out. Hey, see this window? Out of it. You guys can't see it. Obviously, we can. Out of it. Those cute stats is out of it. All right, I'm going to move on to the next matchup. I'm going to end the Pacers and Bucks take with with my final thoughts. And my final thoughts is Pacers, get these overrated bums out of here. I don't care who you are. If you are from Milwaukee, I'm sorry. Your team is overrated. Your quote unquote superstar overrated. It's since there's 2 MVP, the most overrated MVPs in history. Quote me. Get Milwaukee the fuck out of here. Okay? We're going to move on to the West. Do you want to start with your Lakers or do we get with Denver?
I want to get the Denver Clippers. That was also a really great game. That was a great game.
It went into OT.
OT, I thought it was great. I saw a lot of good things from Zubac. I think he's gonna be that X factor from him, man. I know he Joker had 29, 12, and 9. He's not gonna be able to stop him, but he is gonna do his best to try to contain him. But what he did was, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get 20. And what he did, rebounding, offensive rebounds, going ahead and being that piece for them down there. I'm like, he's gonna be that guy. I really, really like that, and they really make sure when they split and they blitz James Harden, he knows what to do with the ball, and I think
James.
Yeah, when they blitz James Harden, they really know what to do. They give Zubac the ball. He knows I'm gonna take it right to the rack, or I'm looking this way, or I'm looking that way to each wing, and that's what I'm saying. You got to have a guy that knows what to do and have that instinct. I know where I'm going with the ball. And guess what? That dunker position, lay. Or if not, he was floating it. Or he was kicking it out. Like, that's going to be difficult to guard, especially when you have, what's his name? Joker blitzing on the screen. Because now it leaves you with Aaron Gordon. And guess what? That's the only big down there. Now you give it off, and now, hey, you got a chance. So for me, I saw some good things from them. But I also saw some good things from Denver. They're not going to lay down. I know they got rid of Malone. They're not going to lay down. I saw the minutes. I don't know if you saw them, but did anyone see that there was someone not out there as long as we normally see him out there?
No.
Porter.
Oh.
Porter did not get his normal minutes, supposedly.
He only had 26.
Correct. Yeah. And especially
I wonder why.
lack of defense, not hitting shots, stuff like that, and that came from the mouth of the head coach. So it's getting spicy there. And 2, we want to fire head coach and we want to blame Westbrook, but
that's really
wishy-washy, man. Wishy-washy, but guess what? In the corner, Westbrook hits a 3. But I get it though, because he has the ball, and instead of giving it to Joker for the 3 to maybe extend it and win it, he doesn't do that. So you're going to get the ups and downs of having Westbrook, but guess what? He's been there. He's done that. You got to trust him.
Yeah.
So for me,
it's give or take because he then gives it up to Braun, and Braun wants to basically almost airball the shot. So it's like.
So for me it's really how Murray's going to be. I really saw. I saw.
0 for 9.
Correct. I saw some things where I'm like, all right, well, guess what? Joker's going to be Joker. The guys are going to be, they're going to play well.
That is you.
That's totally. I told you, bro. I want to watch the highlight on him.
My bad.
But watching the game, I'm like, all right, we're going to see how well and consistently is Murray going to be, because if you look at his field goal percentage, it was not great. But if you just look at the overall number, wow, he had 21. No, I'm sorry. Shooting 7 for 22 is not it. It's just not it for me. So if you're able to contain him and make it a lot more harder for Joker, and especially when they don't have Porter playing and you got to rely on, I think, what's his name had 25, and that was
on Denver?
Yeah, Denver. Gordon had 25, so he's stepping it up and taking that next initiative to play well. But can he consistently do it is the question. So there are a lot of question marks that we have to see. And I'm excited for Game 2. I'm really excited for that series. I saw James Harden not be James Harden of Houston, where in the playoffs that boy is nowhere to be found. And I saw some things good from Batum. So I'm like, overall, great series. Great series. I'm excited.
Jeff, I'm gonna hit you while we're breaking down the series by series. I'm gonna hit you right before because I got nothing nice to say today. No?
Jamal Murray's like,
7 for 22,
bro, that shit was abysmal.
right?
That shit is abysmal.
Well, he went 0 for 6, 0 for 7 in a stretch, and then I started talking smack about it, and he hit like three shots in a row. Yeah. So that that plays. He needs to find a way to actually no. Let me get in my take because that's going to play along with what I'm trying to say with Murray. There's two things in all playoff series, but I'm going to say this about Denver and the Clippers series because I see what Eli's talking about at Game 1, and let me tell you, cap. All right? Two things. Consistency. Dudes like Zubac. Dudes like Murray. Dudes like Westbrook. Dudes like Braun. Consistency. Okay? I want consistency from all of y'all. Whatever we saw in Game 1, that is cute. Okay? I think that's a hip.
I think it's his wrist.
Oh, do you think so? I think that's all cute what you did. Consistency. Let me see a Game 2. Let me see a Game 3. Also, show up. That's the second thing. We spoke about this. This is off camera. We spoke about this yesterday. A lot of people still want to bring up the Lakers and Denver series from 2 years ago. A lot of that stuff, if you really paid attention, who Denver had go off in games, it's always someone different, but two people always say consistent, and that was either Joker or Murray. Aaron Gordon beat the Lakers Game 1. KCP and Michael Porter Porter, right?
Yeah,
what the fuck
Porter,
I say? They would beat him Game 2. So y'all gonna have to show up. What he said about Porter, not having minutes, guess what, brother? Show up Game 2 or show up Game 3 or whatever the case may be. Oh, it might be the wrist. Yeah, you might be right. I just seen him land on his wrist. And then obviously, like I said, consistency. Joker, keep doing what you're doing. You almost had a 30-point triple-double. Murray, I know your field goal percentage was abysmal, but you are gonna have to show up and be consistent. Denver's going to need that from you. It can't just be the Joker show, okay? This is not Batman and Gotham, okay? Joker can't just be the only villain right here, all right? So if you got to suit up as Bane, you got to do it, brother. You can't just leave Joker out there in the dry, okay? That's my thing here. Zubac, cute. Do it again, Game 2. I don't think you can. I don't. I really don't.
Really? I think
Same thing with Harden. Let me see you Game 3 and Game 4 when you tend to fear off. All this Game 1 shit is cute. I need consistency, and I need players that aren't showing up to show up. Your team's gonna need it.
Damn, yeah, he got him good.
Lakers and Wolves.
Damn, abysmal. The way it started and the way it ended was crazy. Well, I'm not gonna say but Luka goes ahead and starts off the game very hot. I saw some really good things. Damn. And I gotta give my hats off to the Timberwolves, man. They came in that second quarter and was like, yeah, we're gonna give it.
He usually has that wrist taped.
He does. You can tell. Look, because it's a different color. What they did was, hey, as for the Lakers, they made sure, hey, we're gonna make sure we have three people on the side of Anthony Edwards, and we're gonna crowd that paint on the weak side. We're gonna have that open three. And I hear you, it's sweet, but that's when you gotta go live and die by it, and they lived and died by it. They made sure that, hey, Naz Reid's gonna kill us. The dude shot 6 for 9 from 3. Can Naz Reid do it again? I don't think so, but hey, kudos. They shot 21 threes made. They shot 50% from 3.
Minnesota, right?
Minnesota, yeah, they shot the clip off the ball. 50 from the field goal, 50 from 3. Are they gonna do it again? No, but I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be there. Lakers fans cannot sit here and be like, yo, they're not going to do it again. No, those shots are going to be there. Why are they going to be there? Because we want Nas shooting that shot. We want Randall shooting 3 for 6 from 3. Like, we want those guys to shoot. McDaniels shot 11 for 13 from the field. And he was he was 2 for 3 from 3. Like stuff like that
That's his game.
are not gonna happen.
It's 3 for 3.
3 for 3 from 3.
what?
So a great game by them. But at the same time, if we're gonna go ahead and defend Anthony Edwards like that, these guys are gonna have those open shots. And guess what? They were like, we're gonna hit them. But we're not gonna sit here and be like they were all wide open. You can't give up transition threes. You can't have friggin' play great defense and then not secure the board, because now they're kicking it out, having those open threes, giving them extra points. So those ones that you can control, yeah, no, you got to cut it out. Those are the ones you got to limit. And if we're going to live and die with those guys shooting and to contain Edwards, cool. But we can't give up in all three situations. On fast breaks, 25 fast break points, like stuff like that. They sucked in every category.
That wrist hurts.
Yeah, they sucked in every category. So for me, LeBron played abysmal. You were 1 for 5 to start, and then I get it. You're down by 20, and now in the second quarter, now you want to go ahead and turn it on and have 10 in that quarter. It was too late. It was too late. They were already in gear, already in motion where, hey, you thought you were going to take their punch? Nah. They knocked you out in that second quarter. So, and another thing, AR, having to be there, he also started late. He showed up at halftime. He did not show up in that first half. Now you want to go ahead and have 13 and 14 or 13 in the third quarter? Stuff like that can't happen.
And how much he ended with? Do you guys
16. So stuff like that can't happen, especially when you have Luka going ahead and had 37. So, and another thing, being at home, we're great at home. Gabe Vincent was 1 for 3 or 0 for 3 from 3 or 1 for 3, and you had Kenny Smith 1 for 3 from 3, only having limited shots. So you could tell the ball was being very, very isolations. So I can't wait to see the adjustments, especially on offense, because I saw some things where we didn't do anything that we normally would do in a regular season. So it just looked like they were physically no match for them and mentally not there.
Good call.
You know, that's a foul. So that's what I got to say about the Lakers. And I'm a Laker fan, so I'm going to just give the stat out there. LeBron sucks in the first game. His teams always suck in the first game. Game 2 is where, all right, y'all did this to us. Bet game 2, we going to have it. So I'm hoping that the stat continues and he comes out there guns blazing and AR steps up. And you have Luka be Luka. He only had 1 assist. Luka had 1. So you could tell how gross that game was all around. So with that being said, I don't see that happening in game 2. I see the Lakers winning game 2, which would be today. I have the Lakers winning at home for game 2. And I'm with it. I'm with the series. The series is great, man.
Jefferson? Nothing?
No, I totally agree. I mean, the Lakers having only 15 assists, the whole team, to 29, that's it's abysmal. They weren't passing the ball at all. So like they were playing 1v1 basically the whole game. And having AR going AR went 5 for 13 and LeBron went 8 for 18. It's not helping them when Luka's dropping 37, going 50%.
And it also doesn't help that you make Anthony Edwards a playmaker. He ended up having 9 assists.
Right.
So shout out to Anthony Edwards. Even though the boy didn't shoot that well, his field goal percentage didn't shoot that well, but he did shoot the 3 well. I think he went 4 for 9.
4 for 9 and 8 to 22.
And 3.
So 8, from 3 and 8 to 22. So you did contain him. Obviously not at the 3-point line, which you guys gave up a lot. Obviously we saw LeBron have that transition, try to steal that transition point. And then you let Anthony Edwards walk up 3. So there was a lot of miscues that I saw from the Lakers. I don't see them having another fallout in game 2.
Before my nasty take, do you both, because both of you spoke about the assist on both teams. Do we think Luka's low assist is not because he didn't pass or because they didn't hit?
They didn't hit.
Yeah,
it's not because he didn't pass.
It's because they couldn't hit.
They couldn't hit at all.
Cool. So I'm keeping the same energy. Nas Reed, hey brother, big jersey, love you, man. But guess what? Same thing. You gotta show up. They traded away Cat for a reason. They traded away Cat for a reason. They think you and Gobert can handle it without having to pay Cat or deal with Cat. So now, great game one. Kudos to you, Big Jersey. I'm telling you, I got much love for you, brother. But now, do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again. LeBron, show up. That's just how it is. Austin Reeves, show up. Austin Reeves, I've said, and I've heard people say, I think on ESPN, I forgot who it was. Austin Reeves is the X factor for the Lakers. 16 points is not going to cut it.
Yeah.
You need to be north of 20. At least 20, but north of 20 for this Lakers to at least go Lakers in 5.
Yeah.
Show up. Also, Minnesota, you got your good game from McDaniels. It's not happening again.
Yeah.
It's not happening again. If McDaniels have a good game, kudos to McDaniels. But it's not happening again. So, to their point, homeboy, Edwards, guess what? You don't want to be a superstar? That's great. You got to perform like a superstar. Shooting percentage, that got to change. Now, kudos on the assist. Kudos for the rest of your team capitalizing off your assist and making jumpers. Okay. Naz Reid, kudos on what you're doing. Gobert, your defensive players of the year still look like boo-boo defensive players of the year. I seen Luka literally make you ballerina dance at the elbow of the three-point line. Why are we giving you defensive player of the year and people want to attack you? That makes no sense. That's like me. That's like Tom Brady saying, oh, snap, Deion Sanders is over here. Guess what? I'm going to keep passing it over here. No. If you're a defensive player of the year, guess what? Guess what the offensive player is going to do? Let me get away from this guy.
Yeah.
But they keep attacking you. So you either need to get into your defensive player mode or what?
And he played limited minutes too because of that. Because of that, they went with Naz Reid and they went with McDaniels. They were like, we're going to play small because if we put him out there, Luka's going to...
Yeah.
Just
No. My boy was doing tiptoes ballerina dances at the
Yeah.
three-point line, trying to defend Luka. JJ, I think I'm going to give you JJ some credit. I think he's going to make great adjustments and stuff like that. But let me, don't listen to me. I really don't know much, but I'm going to just say something. Jackson Hayes and those guys, they probably need to be part of this game. Now, to what they said, especially after the question I asked, maybe they need to hit some shots. Or make the layups, be open, do things, whatever the case may be. You're going to figure it out. You're the coach, not me. I'm here on this couch being a lazy fuck. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Consistency and show up. I'm going to keep saying it all playoffs. Now it's playoff time. I'm going to get nasty. I let Eli do all the breakdowns all season long. Now that it's playoff time, I'm putting dudes in the hot seat. Okay? Edwards, consistency. And you need to show up, I guess, by your field goal percentage. Naz Reid, consistency. McDaniels, kudos. But now Minnesota got to figure out who's the next guy. It's not happening again. Yeah. Lakers, Reeves, show up. LeBron, show up. But I guess by statistics, we think you're going to show up anyways. Because Eli says game one, this always happens to you.
Abysmal.
Okay? Gabe Vincent, show up. All these dudes, show up. It's now, brother. You want that Lakers in 5, all that cute shit?
Yeah.
The time is now. Whatever Nas said in Illmatic. Thunder and Grizzlies. Do we have to?
No.
Walk them.
Oh, this.
Walk them. Let me just continue staying nasty. John Morant, fuck you. I hope they walk you the next 3 games.
Yeah.
I hope they walk you out of the arena the next 3 games.
Hey, what he doing?
Yeah, yo, bitch ass. My bad for cursing. That dude doesn't deserve anything that has to do with the playoffs. That's me. That is me. Don't kill these two. Kill me.
Yeah.
Not literally, obviously, but
Yeah.
because I know Memphis. Memphis get down. I'm not trying to have those type of issues.
Yeah.
Memphis get down.
Grenade.
Yeah, they get down over there.
Field goal was abysmal. 34% to
They
50%.
walked them, bro. They walked them. They put the bears in the leash. You ever seen a pet bear? Oklahoma did,
Yeah, man.
and they walked them. Let me take my pet for a walk. They're getting a little rowdy.
Yo, they basically play like their whole squad and still nothing.
Yeah, no answer.
They didn't play only one person.
Well, the game was done in the third quarter, bro. So they had their whole bench play the last
Yo, that's
quarter
crazy.
and a half.
But big ups to Marvin Bagley though, dropping 17.
For the Grizzlies,
Big dude.
you ever do a chore at home that is like a very obsolete chore? Like no one cared that you did that.
Yeah, Washington
Marvin Bagley.
Wizards.
Oh my God.
Marvin Bagley.
Nah.
Yeah, we're gonna move on.
guy.
This upcoming Thursday, the NFL draft is commencing, whatever term you want to use. I told you, I'm an illiterate Dominican. Okay, so I'm just saying words out of the dictionary like I know how to talk. Okay, NFL draft Thursday. Listen. I'm going to be very easy for you guys. That's a big pause, gang. All right? Very easy for the two of you, right? Why? Because we really don't know what's happening, even though, I don't know if you guys saw. Did you guys see Cam Ward play Fortnite the other day and unfortunately got leaked that he might be the first pick?
No.
It was like some Fortnite event. A lot of the big cameras was on Cam Ward. He was playing Fortnite, and they were breaking down like the Tennessee Titans offense or something like that. And Tennessee has the first pick. So, I mean, that doesn't really say much, but everybody's saying because of that, it's pretty much leaked that he's going number 1 for Tennessee.
I'm not surprised.
I don't care.
Man.
I'm really only here to ask this question because we truly, besides that whole leak situation, we actually don't really know
What the hell is that?
who is picking who.
Yeah.
There's so much news and rumors and this and that. I even heard that what did I hear? I heard that you guys are thinking about moving your 3rd pick.
Yeah. Moving down.
I mean, the whole offseason it's been, the Patriots should trade their pick to get A.J. Brown or whatever. So we don't know what's going on. So this is what I'm going to ask you guys, obviously, because the NFL draft is Thursday. You guys, for your teams, what would you do and who would you pick?
I'm a New York fan, as you guys know.
Giants, because,
Oh, well, yeah.
you know,
Giants,
that
yeah.
other team is also,
Yeah, not the Jets. I think I'm picking Travis Hunter at 3.
okay.
I think I'm picking Travis Hunter at 3. Or I'm picking that defensive end at 3. Either one of them are playmakers.
Well, that was the one thing. Someone was saying that the Eagles want to troll you guys again. I don't know if you saw something about the Eagles been trolling you guys for like years. That the year that you guys needed a wide receiver, the Eagles traded Dallas for the pick right before you guys and picked up Devontae Smith,
Freaking douche.
not allowing you guys to get Devontae Smith. Then obviously last year they get Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
He goes on a freaking historical run. And there was like another move that they also did. One of the 1,000 rumors for this draft said that the Eagles are going to try to bust a move to try to get Abdul Carter because he's also from, the Pennsylvania area.
Well, I won't be surprised, but either of those 2 picks, I would be happy with.
Okay.
That's the move.
Abdul and Travis
Yes.
keeping the 3rd pick.
And I'm keeping a 3rd pick.
No QB.
No.
I'm gonna get to that in a second. Shout out to my boys in PA. You guys know who you are. I know you guys are gonna watch this episode because after every episode they do give me a breakdown in the group chat. But before I get into that, Jefferson.
I want to see if we're actually going to pick up Travis. I think Travis is high on our list, but we also need somebody to cover for our quarterback. So Will Campbell is on our list as well from LSU.
Okay.
But I'm kind of iffy on the Travis. We do need wide receivers. We need wide receivers, and we need defensive line and OTs. So.
Okay. This is for the Patriots because Jeff is like Patriot fan. Anything else? You're good with that? That's your closing thought? Yeah. All right. Let me get to my team, and then I'm going to get to the whole quarterback situation with my PA guys, okay? A Patriots fan, and I'm going to agree with Eli, which I guess is also agreeing with Jefferson. We normally haven't had a top 5 pick consistently. Let me say that, because I know in the past couple years we've had it, and people can say that we picked wrong or picked right or whatever the case may be. Listen, we have a top 5 pick. Whenever we do make draft picks, especially on the offensive side of the ball, it doesn't seem to work out. So, that being said, I think we don't really need the quarterback, so let's not waste it on a quarterback. Go get Travis. I know he wants to play the dual threat thing, the 2 sides of the ball thing. Guess what? We also had Jabril Peppers, who did what in college? Maybe a good person to learn from. That plays pretty, even though he only plays on one side of the ball, but he plays pretty well on one side of the ball. Okay? Or I would also try to go get Abdul. Our defense is looking pretty tough. We did what we did to sign certain people on our defense. Let's make it even tougher. We are normally top 5 on defense, except for last year. We were very bad, abysmal.
Yeah,
Okay,
second.
you didn't have to say it. You know what I'm saying? That's what abysmal means, brother. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
We were 30 seconds. It's fucking.
32nd out of what? 32, right? Yeah. Don't do that again. All right. Leave my team out your mouth like that, bro.
Ours.
You're right. So let's get back to that top 5 Patriots defense again. You know what I'm saying? Well, you guys picked before us, right? The Giants? Yeah. Well, I mean, if they pick Abdullah, it is what it is. Or whoever they decide to pick. Quarterback-wise, the reason why I asked you, would you pick a quarterback? Because my PA boys, not all of them, let me not put it on all of them, but I have a few members, and by few, maybe one or two, maybe two, always bring up, oh, the Giants should get Shador, or the Giants should get Dart, or the Giants should get Cam Ward. And I always say, hey, listen, if you ask me, like, because I want to specify this is me. This is not Eli. This is not Jefferson. This is not Peanut, Lulu, Scott. I'm not saying this for any of y'all. I'm saying for me, me. If I'm the Giants, guess what I'm not doing? You guessed it. Cam Ward, overrated, not picking. The kid Dart, bro, no one even know you until a week ago. So why are we even wasting a top 3 pick on you? Everybody, oh, nobody that. I don't care. I don't care. Let's look at the competition you played in college. All right, we didn't know you all college season long. Why all of a sudden, a week before the draft, a bunch of the New Yorker fans want to be like, oh no, but Dart is a good choice for your 3rd pick? Are we high? Or are y'all high? Because I'm not a Giants fan. Are y'all high? And I clearly say multiple times, right? I'm not saying they're dumb that they don't listen. They've heard me. They understand my point. I'm on camera and I'm going to showboat. If the quarterback's name is not, or last name is not Saunders, guess what I think? You are not relevant enough to waste a pick on this draft. I think every quarterback besides Saunders should go undrafted. That is me. You're either overrated or I guess overrated. Or I don't think whatever you did this past season was even considered remotely. Jalen Monroe, whatever, from Alabama, same thing. Except for one team or 2 teams. I think there's 2 teams that Jalen could go to that will really benefit his career. I just don't know if he wants that, right? And I'll say those 2 teams in a second. But anyways, if your last name is not Saunders, disrespectful as this take is, you shouldn't be drafted. Sorry. Your whole year this past season means nothing to Nefty. That's just me. So the Giants, if you waste a pick on someone that's not and a quarterback that's not last name Saunders, you're going to have another 3-16 season. Yeah. Count on it.
Yeah.
Count on it. The 2 teams I think Jalen should get drafted to, because these are 2 quarterbacks that you could definitely learn from, especially with the skill set you have, and that is Baltimore and that is Philly. You get drafted by any other teams than 2, 3-year career, and you might not even start. Because listen, I'm an Alabama fan. I've seen you in Alabama, boy. I don't know what you tried to do out there, and it was worse once Saban left. No disrespect to whatever our new freaking coach is. That is me. Anything else?
No, I got nothing.
Cool. Jefferson, you have a question for us. Very question. Bruh, you want to ask? You want me to ask? You want to just go into it? Pause?
Hey, yo.
I have to pause because the question, plays along with that.
Really?
I'll ask you.
Go ahead.
Hey, have you ever been turned off while you're in the act?
In the act of extracurricular activities, right?
Yes, correct. Mm-hmm. In the coitus.
Here we go with that word.
Oh, man, not the coitus.
Are you going to ask me what? Because you're asking me a very basic level. Like, you're asking me a yes or no question. So if I answer yes, are you going to tell me what was it?
Yeah.
Are you going to ask what was it?
Yeah, I'm going to ask you to clarify.
Okay. All right. Well, yes.
Not clarify.
Well, yes. Multiple things, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not by the same person. I'm not going to name names because I don't want... it's a long... this makes me sound crazy.
I knew it was
Yeah. This makes me sound crazy. It's a long list, so you just pick and choose who it might be.
Damn.
Stench.
Okay.
Feedback. You ever fucked a dead fish? I have. Are we here to be for real?
No, I'm
supposed
listening, bro. I thought I heard something from the upstairs.
No, that's the airplane flying by. Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay.
He's ruining the air quality.
Yeah. Over feedback. You know, no, they need that. They need that. The guys on camera or listening, you can't see, but we have a degree commercial happening. That's what that one particular person needed. Yeah. Over feedback. Like Shawty, my my Louisville Slugger is not that impressive for you to be moaning this much.
It's like half torpedo.
Don't do that.
I like that.
Don't.
I actually like that.
No, I love. No. Okay, let me be clear. I love feedback. Give me a little moan. Tell me this is yours, but don't act like I'm hitting this out the park, because that's not what's going on either.
I need that. Yes.
You need that? My boy said I need every type of energy booster right now.
You need a scene from Brazers?
Yeah. Lack of experience. And an example of that, using teeth.
Damn.
Yo, Raisin is a toughie right now.
Yo, this is my episode. I'm the MVP of this episode today.
Facts. I'm gonna be honest.
It's just, I got nothing.
He said, I'm sad. Then you hear me say,
Hey, we can end on me. It's cool. I'll be the bad guy this episode. That's fine. I'm okay with wearing the villain cape. I'm okay with that, bro.
Jeff.
I think the only thing that turns me off while in the act is when someone touches my butt. That's it.
All right.
I don't know why.
Do we have time for story time?
Nah. There's no
He
story
get
time.
one story time.
One story time?
Nah, he get one story.
Nah.
I'm with you. Don't touch my derriere.
Nah.
Don't do that. That's
A cheek? Just a cheek.
nothing in that area,
nothing
brother.
in that area.
Not on, not in, not around.
No.
Don't leave it alone.
I don't even
work on the Louisville Slugger, my guy,
I don't
or my
even
girl.
want you to swipe your hand by there, bro.
First of all, don't swipe. I might have not showered.
Oh, nah.
I ain't stink either. I just said she stunk. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
You know what
You know what I'm saying? Story time. Ready? All right, cool. Shawty was playing Hangman.
Oh.
And by hangman, I mean she was laying on the bed. Her head is hanging off the bed. So you know I'm Mr. Construction Man pile driving, right?
Bob the Builder over here.
Exactly. Ray the Builder, right? Shawty wanted to pop out, show, right? And all of a sudden, I feel a nice little coarse, wet sensation going down the Gooch Road. On his way to.
Oh no.
Yeah. Hey yo, bro, you know the Heisman Trophy? You ever seen the Heisman Trophy? Hey yo, boy, I never Heisman Shawty's neck so far off me. I might have dislocated her neck. I said that, bruh. I don't know who you think you are.
You gotta ask permission first, bro.
Ask permission. No, I got a chastity belt on the cheekies.
He has a cutoff just for the front, and then everything else is just metal in between.
You feel me?
It's like a backwards G-string.
Yeah. A P string.
Got the love and the gooch.
This man said P-string, yo. Oh my God.
That was my story. That's it. That's all I have for you guys for today.
Eli?
Oh nah, man. Lakers kick up, man.
He said screw your question. Lakers at 5.
Lakers at 5.
Lakers at 5.
I'm loving the playoffs, man. Lakers, this win.
Nah, fam. Answer the question.
You know what that means, right? You know what that means?
I don't know what that means.
I'm gonna get on his ass. Because if he gonna make you answer the question, guess what he gonna have to do?
You're gonna have to answer the question.
Yeah.
Answer the question.
He said butt touching.
Yeah.
Oh, you did say butt
He
touching?
said turn off like butt touch.
I guess.
That's not really like.
I get.
Cause
Yo,
you're gonna continue.
I just
like,
went.
all his stuff.
Hey, I went crazy. You gave me butt touching.
Yeah, like you're not gonna stop. You're just gonna move the hand.
Nah, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't like the whole, like, slapping the butt. No, nothing. So, like, you doing that in the act is like...
Did you stop?
I'm stopping.
Do you like when they nibble or lick your ear?
Yeah, actually.
I know some men that don't really like that.
I love
I just had to ask.
I love that.
Don't tell me you love it, bro. Don't look at me and tell me you love it. I feel a little.
Be sleeping. He
Yeah.
about to.
I love that. Yo, when she go up from the neck and that...
What the? Okay.
All right, guys. So this is gonna conclude this episode.
Wait, you didn't answer the question.
He did, bro. He did. You just didn't hear it. Thank you for tuning in to our Bonanza, our circus show today. We truly appreciate it. Like I said at the top of the pod, if you're on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We truly appreciate it. If you're on Apple, Spotify, or Google Podcasts, make sure you follow 5-star. Again, we truly appreciate it. If you want to give us an extra piece of support, you can give us $3.99 on those 3 podcast applications. If you want extra content, unedited or uncut content, head over to Patreon. $4.99 a month. You get 4 extra Patreon exclusive episodes, along with uncut versions of the main episodes. All right. So, like I said again at the top, everybody have a happy Easter. Stay safe. Enjoy your time with your friends, your family, your loved ones. Make sure you tell them that you love them. We love you guys, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.